I might have an opportunity to play professional baseball. I thought, man, there is no way that I can get Mickey Mantle out. I don't know what I'm even doing trying to go on this journey and this dream that I had. There's no way Mickey Mantle doesn't put his pants on the same way as I do. I thought these guys that, that I looked up to throughout my career were like fictitious cartoon characters that really didn't even exist. And my mom and dad, growing up out in Colorado, my whole family were huge Yankee fans. And all I wanted to do when I started out, I ran into the house. My father had passed away when I was a junior in high school. I came running in the house and I said, Mom, I got a job coaching little leaguers at the park that I grew up playing my youth baseball at. She goes, well, Rick, and my father had passed away when I was a junior, and he wasn't around to see me get drafted. So I ran past this man, and she goes, well, this gentleman has a job for you too. And I turned around, and there was a gentleman standing on the sofa, and introduced himself as a scout from the Chicago White Sox. Well, that was my start of, I knew I needed an agent. They offered me $5,000, and I held out for $8,000. But it wasn't, it wasn't about the money. It was about the opportunity to do something that I had dreamed about all my life. But to start out on that journey, all I wanted to do when I started out with the White Sox was put a big league uniform on just one time to see what that must feel like. Well, that one time turned into 22 years. I said my career was like a kid going to Disney World for, the first time, a 10-year-old kid, and you wait in line for a couple hours and get on your favorite ride. Well, all of us players that had the privilege of playing this game, I got on my favorite ride, and not only did it last one time, it lasted 22 years. So, I still have to pinch myself that I had the kind of career that I had. One of the things that was never going to be replaced was facing a great hitter like Henry Aaron or all the greats that I looked up to in the game. Nothing was ever going to replace that when I got out after my last season. But I'll tell you, the second thing that we missed the most, or at least I missed the most, and I think I probably speak for most of us here, us players, that the camaraderie. The guys that I played with, Ronnie, I was looking all over hell for you and you were too damn close to me. I wanted to say hi. I was really going to go out of my way. What a great teammate he was. All of these guys here, I know it's about Munson Rennie, and just sit down. And so yeah, I'm leading into Munson. But to play with the guys that I got to play with, all of these guys that we are mentioning tonight, Jim Spencer, Bobby Ray Mercer, this great family of the Munsons. I can't tell you, Catfish Hunter, oh my God. For all these guys to come together on one team that are so special, Mickey Rivers, Oscar Gamble, all of these guys that we had the privilege of winning a world championship, that was my nightmare start. When I joined the Yankees, I'll back up just a minute, 1976, I was a relief pitcher when I came into the big leagues since 1972. Now, fast forward to 1976, the White Sox called me, said, hey Goose, would you start? I said, sure, I'll start. I'll do whatever the team needs me to do, but I had already come into my own as a relief pitcher. So 1976, we didn't have any arms. Now I'm in the starting rotation. We're playing the Yankees in Comiskey Park. Thurman comes up in the first inning, and I don't know Thurman. I've never met him, never said hi to him. I hated all hitters. And this little fat guy, he's up at the plate, first inning, and Gene Monahan will remember this, maybe Donahue. Munson's in there, and I used to pitch inner half a lot, and balls used to get away because there's a fine line between making that pitch on the inner half and drilling somebody. Well, I drilled Thurman as good as I can drill, as good as I've ever drilled anybody in my life. And it hit him right on the corner of the elbow, and that ball hit him so hard, it hit him and stuck kind of to his elbow, like Velcro sort of. And then it fell straight down, and Thurman bent over. Gene comes running out and walks him to first base, and I can see, I'm watching him kind of, he's not charging the mound first off, and I look at first base and I'm taking glances over there, and as I'm taking these glances, I'm watching his elbow just blow up. And I'm thinking, oh man, you know, I got him good. And so they're at first base for about 10 minutes. Well, let me tell you something, Thurman Munson never left the ball game. And this game, they took him out. This is the first inning. They take him out, take him to the hospital for x-rays. He gets back, I complete the game, I pitch a complete game. I'm in front of my locker, taking off my wet stuff, and the visiting bat boy from across the way comes in, and Thurman had sent him over, and he'd torn the bottom of a notepad off, and it said, "I took your best blankety blank shot, you blankety blank blank, signed the White Gorilla." And I started laughing, and Johnny Sane had me right by him because he was my great mentor at the time. Terry Forrester and whoever was in the immediate area, I showed him this note, and if I had one piece of memorabilia, I didn't save a whole lot. If I had one piece of memorabilia, it would be that note. Little did I know in 2 years we would become best friends, and I would become his teammate, and he's the greatest catcher that I ever had the privilege of playing with. And pitching. When I joined the Yankees, I had come over here. They're world champions. I came over here. They didn't really need me. Sparky Lyle had won the Cy Young Award the year before. Now I'm coming in. They give me Sparky's job on a silver platter, and I proceed to stink it up. When that little pinstripe Toyota would bring us in from that bullpen, Ronnie, you can sit down, man. And so I said, it was the you know, the game, like I said, it's very humbling. Well, I started us off. Well, remember we were 14 games out in late July? Well, that was because of moi. That was because of my terrible start with the Yankees. I had put so much pressure on myself that I was inventing ways on how to lose ball games. So now this little pinstripe car would bring us in out of that bullpen. Well, the ground crew used to fight about who was going to bring me in. Well, you know, nobody wanted to bring me in because it was a dangerous job. We had to turn on the windshield wipers. Whatever they were eating or drinking ended up on that car because I was coming in. So now I get to the dugout, hand the bat boy my jacket. I go to the mound. Billy hands me the ball, and I've lost about 5 ball games in a row now. And like I said, I was inventing ways to lose a game. Billy hands me the ball, and Thurman hangs around. Billy takes off. Thurman's hanging on, and he's got his mask on his head, and he's looking at me. I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing standing here? He goes, "How you gonna lose this one?" I couldn't believe I was even hearing this. I said, and now he's running back laughing his ass off to home plate. I'm going, "I don't know, you little asshole." I said, "Get your ass back there, we'll find out." I'm screaming at him, and he's laughing, you know. But, you know, it also helped me. Those were the guys that helped me dig out of that you know, that impossible time for me. You know, those 14 games out that we were out in July, and then we ended up catching the Red Sox and forcing that one-game playoff, and then we ended up repeating as world champions. But Thurman, one time I come into the game and I look in, and we used to come in with a lot of inherited runners. I look in, get the sign, and Munson's laughing. I got runners there. This is not a laughing situation. I said, so I step off, I compose myself, I look in again, he's laughing. I do this 3 different times. I said, finally, after the 3rd time he comes out, he goes, I said, what is so damn funny? He goes, check Rivers out. I said, I turned around and Mickey Rivers was in a sprint position like this. All I can see is him with his teeth looking back past his ass, headed for the outfield to run down another mistake. I said, that little SOB. Well, this was all with Thurman, and it was just amazing, you know. But Thurman was, you know, he belongs in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody. That is there, and I know that the chairman, the committee that has been put together to try and get Thurman in to the Hall of Fame. I remember one. This is the way Thurman was. He was very unorthodox, and I remember one time a guy was a pitch that was in the left-handed hitter's batter's box. He dives across, grabs the ball. The hitter or the runner on first takes off because he thinks it's going to the backstop. Thurman dives, backhands the ball in the catcher's glove, all in the same motion. He throws like this. He's stretched out, throws like this. Now he's laying on his back and he throws the guy out at second base. That was Thurman Munson. So, clutch hitter, a great teammate. I can't believe that, you know, we are talking about so many great guys that were on one team. And class acts, Catfish Hunter, you know, Helen, Diane, Kay, you're great families and beautiful people, and your husbands were just as class as, you know, and to be a part of this. Gator, you know, this guy here, I'll tell you a funny story about Billy. It's his turn. So, during this time that I'm getting my ass kicked, right? Gator's having the season of all seasons, 25-3. I'd never seen anybody even close, you know. I had the privilege of playing with some great guys, Nolan Ryan, the unit, Gator, but nobody ever had a season like Gator. So during this time that I'm struggling and I'm inventing ways to lose games, I'm warming up. Guidry in the 8th inning, you know, usually that bullpen that year, man, we took the night off completely. I mean, we knew that Gator was pitching, man, we probably had the night off. Well, so Gator, what was I going to say, Gator? So Gator.
First guy out, the next guy got on.
So Billy comes out. Billy says, God damn it, Art, and he's in one of his few jams that he got in all year. And he comes running in and he goes, hey, Art, he says, this is another story, but he says, Art, he says, God damn it, Billy says, go out there, Art, God damn it. And he kicked Art's ass, Billy did. And he was our pitching coach, mind you. So Art runs out there. He said, God damn it, Art, go out there and see what the hell's going on. And Art comes out there and Gator goes, Art, what am I doing wrong? He goes, I don't know what you're doing wrong. He's from South Carolina. He said, I don't know what you're doing wrong. But he said, whatever you're doing wrong, it sure is pissing Billy off. So this other time that I'm struggling, I'm warming up in the bullpen. Gator's in this jam. And he comes out, I've been warming up I'm ready to come in the game. Well, Billy comes out to take Gator out, and Gator goes, don't take me out of this game. He goes, until that son of a bitch starts pitching good. He goes, he's not coming in any of my games. So now I'm sweating. I'm ready to come in this game. I got my game face. I'm ready to come in. And Billy leaves the mound. I'm going, what the hell am I doing out here warming up? I am, the black, you know, dark smoke's coming out of my ears. I'm pissed. Gator finishes the game. We win. I go into the clubhouse and I can't, I'm looking for Gator. His locker was right over in the front corner as we walk in the door. I ran in the clubhouse and I ran in from the bullpen. I came in and I turned to Gator's locker like this, like, why the hell am I not coming in this game? He goes, hold it. Like I'm headed for him. He goes, hold it. He goes, until you start pitching better, he goes, you're not coming in any of my games. And I just stopped. I just stopped dead in my tracks and I said, okay. But all these guys that we're talking about, I can't tell you how privileged and honored I am to be here tonight to, you know, have these guys inducted into the New York Hall of Fame and in front of so many great baseball fans. That's what this game is all about, the fans, you guys. And, you know, we were just very honored to be able to do what we did and to be a teammate of this guy and Thurman and Bobby Ray and all the other guys. I can't tell you. I wish everybody could do what we did, all you great fans. And, you know, thank you for making the game so exciting for us. Thank you.